We've been learning about all the things that we can do with water. Today's activity will include a lesson on water turning into gas. But first, the story Water Wonders. Connect the clues. Water is an important resource for people, animals, and the environment. Water helps keep us clean, healthy, and happy. How have you used water today? Maybe you took a warm bath or flushed the toilet. Let's play a game to see if we can guess some of the ways we use water. Look, I see 3 clues on the next page. I wonder if we can connect the clues to discover how to use these items with water. Turn the page and find out. What do you think we're going to do? We use these clues to brush our teeth. After you eat a snack or a meal, your teeth need to get clean. You use water to wet your brush bristles and rinse out your mouth when you're finished brushing your teeth. It keeps your smile healthy and bright. Remember to spit out the toothpaste when you're finished brushing, and you can help save water by turning off the water while you're brushing your teeth. I see some soap, paper towels, and a sink. How do we use these? Wonder what you think. Soap, sink, paper towels. What are we going to do, guys? We use these clues to wash our hands. Sometimes our hands get dirty and need to be clean. Washing with soap and water gets them squeaky clean. You can use water to wet your hands before adding the soap and to rinse the suds off when you're finished. It's important to wash your hands before and after you eat, even if they don't look dirty. Remember, scrub your hands with soap for 20 seconds before rinsing, and you can sing happy birthday to yourself. I see a pitcher, some ice, and a cup. I wonder how these are used. Can you make your mind up? They got a pitcher, a cup, some ice cubes. I wonder how we use these things. We use these clues to drink. When you run and play outside, you might feel thirsty and need a drink of water. Or you can make Kool-Aid. I see a measuring cup, a pot, and a book. What do you think these are used for? Let's take a look. We use these clues to cook. Water is an important part of cooking. It's an ingredient in many recipes. You use water to steam vegetables, boil pasta and noodles, and make soup. We also use water to clean the counters and dishes when you finish cooking a meal. I see a paintbrush, a bowl, and some colorful paint. Put them together and take a guess. We use these clues to paint. When using watercolors, you dip your brush in the water first and then into the dry paint to moisten it. The water mixes with the paint to make colors, and we use them to make art. I see a watering can, a hose. I wonder what they're for. Someone here knows. Let's see if we can guess. We use these to care for plants. Just like you need water to stay healthy, plants need water too. When it doesn't rain enough, you can use watering cans and hoses to water the plants outside. And you can water your plants that live inside. I see a sprinkler, some goggles, and a pool. I use these for fun when I want to stay cool. What do we use those things for with water? We use these clues to play. We can use water to have fun. It keeps you cool when you're hot, and it's a great way to play with friends and be outdoors. You can do with water when you are finished playing. You can turn it off to save it. What is your favorite way to use water? The end. For today's small group activity, you'll need a grown-up first, a pot, water, a thermometer to measure the temperature. Temperature is how hot or how cold something feels. And a pencil and paper to write down the numbers of your temperature. You'll need water and salt. Why do you think we need a grown-up for this activity? You see the stove. That is exactly right. Children should never, ever touch the stove. So we're going to get a grown-up first. Hey, I need a grown-up. Grown up here. All right, I have my grown up. You can pour the water into the pot. Now, the liquid will change shape as it pours out. You see, it doesn't have any shape. It moves and it changes its shape to its container. So the water is now taking on the shape of the pot. So I put my water in there. Okay, our grown-up have turned on our stove, and we have our thermometer, and we have our phone to keep up with the time, to measure the time. And we have our thermometer. Inside my pot, I have a thermometer. A thermometer is a measuring tool that measures how hot or how cool something feels. Now we're gonna have to get this water really hot to get it to change from liquid water onto a gas, water vapor gas. We're gonna make the liquid turn into a gas. In order to do that, we need heat. So we need the stove, the grown-up, and the stove to get our water hot. Now let's check our temperature of our water that we're starting with. We need to get the water to 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit in order for it to boil. Right now, the red line is measuring about 70 degrees Fahrenheit or about 25 degrees Celsius. So that's our starting temperature. We need to go all the way up to 212 Fahrenheit or to 100 degrees Celsius to get our water to boil. As the water begins to boil, you will hear a sound. Listen closely to see if you can hear the sound of the water boiling. Do you hear the water molecules as they heat up? They make a sound. As it gets louder, the bubbles move faster. The gas is now moving faster out of the pot. Now our water has reached a hot temperature to where it's boiling. We can stop and do a temperature check to see if our temperature is at boiling point. Remember, boiling point is when the water gets so hot it turns to a gas. And it does that at 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. So let's see how hot our water is. Whoa, our red line is all the way to the top. So it has reached past 100 degrees Celsius. And our water has all boiled almost out. All of the water has turned into gas. Water vapor rising out of the pot. It's turning from liquid into an invisible gas in the air.